Hey guys, how's it going? So today I want to take a slightly different approach to my videos and actually provide some commentary for my gameplay with the hopes of, sharing some tips or strategies you may use to aid you in being a better player. Today we're going to watch a Harb match of mine. It's decent. I'm just going to be explaining what's happening and pointing out some methods or techniques that I use. If you're a more experienced player, I doubt you'll learn too much from this. It's more directed at newer players or players who you know, players where Harb isn't exactly their best map. So I'm not sure, with regards to these commentaries in general, I'm not sure if I'll really continue them or if they'll be routine or if they'll just kind of be random. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Um, if after watching this one you enjoy it, just let me know and I'll, I'll, I'll also, if you guys like it, I'll probably just provide a mix. Like I'll just upload kind of normal gameplay videos, and then every once in a while, when I have the time, I'll record a commentary explaining what I'm doing, giving you guys some strategies, telling you what I do. So, anyways, let's get right to it. Oh, just a heads up, by the way. I'm going to be commentating it while I'm watching the recording of it myself. So, it's going to be slightly delayed, as in I may do something and then I'll explain what I just did. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Anyway, let's begin. Okay, so I recorded a couple seconds after the match started, but first thing to keep in mind is you're going to want to get or drink your speed potion immediately. And then I generally like to go to the top left or right corners of the red team spawn. It's nice and easy to catch them off guard, and I don't know, it's a nice choke point. I like camping around there. So you'll see me, oh, do I start this already? Okay, I guess I start placing TNT outside their spawn already. I usually don't start that early, I usually wait for a larger bit of TNT. So here's a nice strategy I like using, that I'm sure many use. Throw down some TNT, turn around, get some people chasing you, turn around, start shooting them with a bow. You'll do damage with TNT, hopefully if they're within range of it. And then you'll also do damage with the bow. If they're silly enough to keep running towards you, it'll just be an easy 1 or 2 hit kill like you saw earlier. So right now I'm just kind of chilling in this corner with Cow, killing whoever comes through. Cow dies there. And now here is another kind of strategy I like to do. While I said I like the corners, I also like these long passageways. I'm pretty decent with the bow, so I prefer dealing with guys down here, as because it's so narrow they can't really move left or right too much, so I can pretty easily take them out with a bow, doing what I was talking about earlier, where you just keep not spamming them with a bow, but hitting them back with a bow, and then taking them out with a couple sword hits. So yeah, I prefer to do that on the sides. General rule of thumb for Harb, I'd say, would be to stick around the perimeter mainly. And yeah, generally newer players just like to run in and bunch up right in the middle because they see that's where the most players are. But with that comes, people throwing down TNT, and you die pretty easily generally when you go right in the middle. So I like to stick on the outsides and just pick off the players, because generally, actually, a lot of the players they're getting like, their asses kicked in the all these spawn campers. They get their asses kicked in the middle, they're about to die, so they run to the outside, the outer kind of lanes, I guess you'd call them, and then they're just an easy kill in there. So that's why I prefer that. And now I have a sizable amount of TNT, so I think here I'm guessing I just run and place oh. I think a teammate placed TNT ahead of me, so I just stepped away from it for a sec. And here we go. One thing I don't do very well in this map, or in this match, I keep placing TNT in their spawn zone, meaning that it doesn't go off. So just make sure you are placing it outside of that so that you don't kind of put yourself in danger by running right past their spawn, with it being fruitless if you're just placing all the TNT in their spawn area, so it's not setting off. And I'll take the chance right now. Something about TNT that I'll mention as a general rule of thumb is that, especially on Harb, because it ignites immediately, what can sometimes happen is if you jump up and place the TNT directly below you, you can get stuck into it, and then you kind of like, you're glitched, sort of. And sometimes if you get glitched in a block and then keep moving, No Cheat Plus thinks you're hacking and pulls you right back into your TNT. I don't think it happens during this match, but in quite a few matches that I've played, I've been running, jumping, placing TNT directly below me, and then being pulled back right into it, like 5 seconds later, and being killed by my own TNT. So, it'd be best to kind of place the TNT ahead of you or to the side of you. See, what I'm doing right now is bad, and also because you're jumping, you're more susceptible to getting knocked around, or yeah. Easier to get knocked around. So when you get knocked around, you lose your momentum, lose your speed, your sprint, sorry, so that it's easier for you to get killed by enemies, especially if you do that TNT spam thing near their spawn. Yeah, so you can see when I'm low on health, if you haven't noticed, I just generally go to here for the previous reasons I stated. Here I have a nice little 1v1 with Rasta. I think I win. Yeah. Also, you should use golden apples, in my opinion, pretty sparingly on this map. You only spawn with 3, and you can't pick up the ones that you that drop after you kill people. So I only generally use them when I think I'm going to need to heal after, like if I'm in a fight and I see more team members of the opposing team approaching, then I'll use golden apples, but I don't use it as like a general kind of heal, and I just kind of sit back and wait for my full hunger to heal me. So yeah, if you can see in the bottom left all the messages to not place TNT in the enemy base. I'm kind of messing up in that regard. And then I think here is my first death. I shouldn't have messed with the guy with with 2 hearts going into it. But yeah, as I said at the start, drink Swiftness Potion right away. It makes PvPing and strafing quite a bit easier. You're more effective with it. I don't think there's too much more to say. I don't know if I do it in this video, but another thing I like to do with TNT is, if you remember me mentioning that a lot of people like to bunch up in the middle. This is not a very populated game, so it's not too easy to showcase. But when everyone's bunched up in the middle and there's just kind of chaos, everyone just swinging wildly, it's real easy to go right in the middle around the fountain and just place TNT everywhere, because no one really knows what they're doing, especially when it's, you know, midday and everyone's just kind of messing around. It's easy to just spam TNT in there and get lots of kills. Generally, you get maybe a team kill or 2, but the if you place it correctly, or you know, look where you're placing it, you should mostly get kills on the opposing team. I think after here I just kind of go downhill. I think I died 2 or 3 more times after this. Mainly from Solo Runner, I think. I haven't watched this enough to remember. Also, yeah, if you noticed, I put my Swiftness Potion back on my hotbar. The Swiftness Potion only lasts 6 minutes, I think. Don't quote me on that. It doesn't last the whole map, is what I'm getting at. So after you kill a couple people and you have extra Swiftness Potions, I'd recommend just if you have a second to take a look, make sure that your Swiftness hasn't run out. If it has, or it's close to, put one on your hotbar and drink it, or whatever you need. I recommend what's it called? Effect Status, HUD, I believe. I think it's called. I don't have it installed currently, but it's useful. It shows what potion effects you currently have on you in the top left of your screen, so you don't have to check your inventory. And if you're curious, I think my kill to death ratio for this match is, I want to say, in the 30s to 4 or so. I think I died 4 times. So yeah. And even if you're not the best PvPer, I think if you kind of mirror what I do, I'm sure you'll play a little better on the map, even if you're not the best PvPer. Another thing to do is, if you're pretty sure you're gonna die, just throw down some TNT. Generally, it doesn't end in a kill, because after the kill you just kind of all spread out from there. But if you saw there, I knew I was gonna die pretty much. I was cornered, and I don't know, they're coming at me with like 3 hearts, so I just spammed as much TNT as I could. Also, if I go in this top right corner again, I'll mention something. Okay, right here. Generally when you're standing in, not this corner, but the corner that was just farther down, the one you saw me camping in, a lot of times if you're constantly farming people there, they like to kind of try and flank you and come around from near where that large tower is in the center. So if you choose to kind of camp around there, make sure you're always watching your flank to make sure that people aren't coming trying to kill you. Anyways, map's over. GG. Like I said, I think that was 4 deaths. But yeah, thank you for watching this commentary. Didn't really rehearse much or plan it out, so that may have been pretty dreadful to watch. But anyways, if you enjoyed it, please let me know if you want me to continue doing these. Let me know, and I'll try to get them in whenever I can. But I'll see you guys later.